Welcome back to another episode of
Fabulous Town Adventures.
Yes. So we went drifting this weekend. I didn't film any of it, and there was a reason for that. I didn't want to. So I didn't. There's plenty of coverage of it. It's on Braden's channel. It's on Jake's channel. It's on Junk Miana's channel. It's
Not on ours.
not on
I
ours.
took 3 photos.
He took
One
3 photos.
was a truck. One was that.
Yeah.
And then one was my BMW.
So, I'm sure Braden has clips of everything we're going to talk about in this video. One of the things we're going to talk about is what happened to me at the track. I crashed. Pretty hard. Probably above average.
Before I even got to ride.
He didn't get a ride. He had to work Friday night. I did get to drive the shit out of the car. The car was amazing. I had a fantastic time.
Well, I did get to drive it.
Oh yeah, you did get to drive it. Prior. Yeah. On the street.
Which was fucking dope.
I mean, I don't really know how to put this, but I drove it pretty much into a wall.
But I crashed.
So, we don't have a lot of options with this because of where it's at frame rail wise. It is probably...
It's a whole front end rebuild, or at least
Yeah.
for the one side.
Yeah, so we either literally cut the front of the car off because of how hard I hit it, or we reshell it, or we swap chassis. Don't really know what the hell we're going to do with that, but yeah, we have some options.
My BMW was fine.
BMW is fine.
It's fine.
But anyways, we're going to get to pulling this motor out. We're going to try and assess it more. I'm pretty sure I know where we're at, but we at least have to get the motor out either way because this car, it's not going to stay in there. So, yeah, either way we go. So we're going to get the head on that and go for it. All right. Movie magic. Bam.
You have to like...
It's out. I'm going to flip the camera around real quick. You want to run them what we think? Like...
Yeah, so this is up.
Yeah, if you...
It's up a couple inches. It's pushed back 6 inches off a rough board measurement. And if you come around here, that's hella fucked. This motor mount down here took a real good brunt of the damage for the mounting system.
You kind of see it from the side. It's twisted.
Subframes have naturally buckled and bent,
It's that way, pretty bad.
twisted.
I thought it was actually straight for when the motor was in. It didn't look like it was that bent, but if you stand here, you can see it's just tweaked.
This is back and up.
Yeah, it must have almost lifted the car up when I hit it, because like it hit it this way to, you know, when it came up that wall. So, I mean, this is the straight frame rail. If you look at it, just let me get in here. That's how straight that frame rail looks normally. And then, I mean, if you take that and you apply it to this, you know, it gives you an idea. That thing is, it is
What's
trashed.
Interesting is your tie rod bracket is not bent because it took everything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was looking at that too. This isn't that tweaked because the whole, like he said, the whole thing moved. The whole entire thing moved. So like the tension arm bracket is pretty straight. I mean the sway bar's bent for sure. And then the other weird thing is the lower control arm isn't bent because it had that Heim joint on the one side.
Yeah.
So it went to the weakest link, which was the tie rod.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Naturally.
So we're gonna have to try and look at if this is even savable, because when we had looked at it, we thought maybe cut it at the firewall and then tube it forward. However, if you look way back in there, it pushed that floor in. Like, that cab intrusion bar, look, you could actually see it, Chappie, if you come back here. If you look there, this is where that cab intrusion bar is.
Oh, yeah.
And it stopped it. It stopped it from moving. So, I mean, it did its job.
Yeah, that's why they're there now.
Yeah, yeah. If you get a frontal hit, it's supposed to stop it from continuing, which is wild. And
yeah, you can see it buckle right around.
yeah, it buckled around the tube. The tube didn't move. Everything around it, all the sheet metal moved around it. So that's pretty wild.
That's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty neat.
So we got this out. I missed a lot of stuff when we took it out.
Yeah, what? A couple ground lines.
Well, a couple of grounds got diked.
The oil pressure sensor.
Well, oil pressure sensor is gone.
Big bitch.
So, whoops. The rest of it's good, though. Like the harness is all good and everything like that. And this is a standalone harness, so you don't really need to take it off there. You know, it goes with the motor pretty much. We were also looking at this too because we were talking about turbos again, because that's all, we talk about that a lot on the HX40 and HX35. And then you come down here and you look at this S366 turbine wheel.
Well, hold on. Actually,
and it is
40 over here.
Yeah, for comparison, why that turbo is so laggy, it's because that massive turbine wheel takes a lot of inertia to get spinning. So unless you're running tremendous amounts of volume through there, it's not gonna light off quick. Yeah, and that's like,
I'll just bring it right next.
yeah, and you can use it by just the fingers, you know, like the fingers alone. Yeah, huge difference. So if any of you guys are looking to go JZ or swap a JZ car, that's the difference between the HX and the S366. This one is 4 fingers wide, so probably, you know, it's 76 millimeter turbine. This one's roughly like 3 fingers, but a considerable difference.
Yeah.
You know, especially when that kind of scenario.
35 is about the same size in the back, just smaller compressor wheel.
Yeah. So it's out. The car's still in here. There may be some things developing in the future on chassis, shells. We'll have to see how that all pans out. But that's how hard I hit it. That gives you a good idea. This would be a really good chance to fabricate a tubular front end. However, I'm not sure if it's really worth the time. This car is caged, so what's easier to do? Build another cage, or pretty much chop the whole front of this car off and then redo the geometry for the strut tower, which is kind of a bitch considering it's not only back that way, compressed, and up. Not just like bent in. But anyways, that's where we're at. We'll keep going, let you guys know what's up. So we got some wheels back on the Cresta, and we're going to take a couple minutes to kind of get it out of here. The things we were wondering about earlier today did pan out.
Yeah, we have answers, but we're not going to tell you.
In some exceptional way that I just can't even go on to describe. I mean, we talked about it as being like April Fool's jokes, or the Mandela effect, or the Hadron Particle Collider, because what just happened to me and him doesn't happen.
I just don't think it does.
I don't think it really does. So I will tell you this: the Cresta is not getting repaired. It's dead. We are pretty skilled in our abilities, and we're very confident. However,
Not worth it.
it's not worth it. It's so far gone.
Yeah, it's too.
I mean, it's into the car, the cabin of the car, so it's pretty much toast. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, if I just drop a screw.
You just dropped a screw. Anyway, so we are parting out the Cresta. We have some parts for sale. If you guys know anybody that needs Cresta parts, go ahead and shoot me an email at cindertrackfabrication@gmail.com. You know, we have coilovers, control arms, rear control arms, Celica Super Diff, axle adapters and axles and everything like that. So let us know if you need anything. We are going to part this out. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to pull this car out and pull the car that we picked up today into the shop, but you're not going to get to see it. We're going to save that for a later date.
Yeah.
And
We'll
I hope
give
that
you an update.
we will give you an update once there's something to update about. But
I can see it.
yeah, I don't think we should.
Nah.
I don't think we should. I think that we should save it.
But there's a race going on.
Oh yeah,
We have a race.
yeah. Leave in the comments below. Who do you think's gonna win? Him finishing his car or me reshelling a car?
I have a pretty unfair advantage right now.
He's pretty far in the lead.
But I do not have good luck with the one part I need.
The drive shaft. So, leave in the comments below what you guys think's going to happen. We had some awesome footage on some of the other channels that we hang out with.
Yes.
Braden Carlson. Even Jake's got some awesome footage.
Bug his ass to get the video done.
Yeah. Go over there and harass him.
Harass the shit out of him.
Make sure to hit him up and tell him you want the footage. Like I said, we did not shoot any footage from the weekend. We let them handle it.
Yeah.
our-
I was just an accessory for a couple of
Yeah.
days.
So, huge things to come. Incredible day. I don't even know where to start with what's going to happen next, but it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be awesome.
It'd be pretty wild.
So make sure you guys stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and get ready, because we don't even know what's happening.
Buckle in.